Hello and welcome back. So far in this section, we have learned about a lot of array methods as well as string methods and their use. Now, understanding the concept related to these methods, that is one thing. But how to utilize them in a real world project, how to use them while implementing a functionality, that is more important to understand. And that's why from this lecture, we are going to create a very simple project. And in that project, we are going to use most of the array methods and string methods which we have learned about so far in this section. So let me show you what we are going to build in our coming lectures. We are going to build a simple admin panel for a streaming service. So let's say we have a streaming service website like Netflix or Amazon Prime. And for that streaming service, we will have an admin panel. From the admin panel, the admin can go ahead and add new movies or delete existing movies or search for a movie, filter a movie, update the details of a movie, etc. So here I have tried to create a very simple admin panel for a streaming service. So let's say we are calling our streaming service as Cineflix. So this is the name of our streaming service and this is the admin panel of our streaming service. So in the title also you can see Cineflix admin. Now, from here, the admin can list all the movies. He can see all the movies and TV shows which is available on the streaming platform. He can search for a movie like this. He can filter movie by genre. So if I select all the movies will be displayed. If I select sci-fi, only those movies where the genre is sci-fi that will be displayed. If I select drama, those movies where the genre contains drama in it, that will be displayed. If I select comedy, only those movies where the genre also contains comedy that will be displayed. So here the admin can filter movies based on the genre. Then if the admin wants, he can also sort these movies by rating. So if I click on this rating button, the movie will be sorted by rating in ascending order. And if the admin wants to sort it in descending order, he will click on this rating button again. And now the movie is sorted in descending order. So now the movies with highest rating is coming first and the movie with lowest rating is last. Then the admin can also sort the movie based on release year. So when I click on this release year button, the movie will be sorted in ascending order based on release year. So currently it is sorted in ascending order. And if you want to sort the movie in descending order, you can click on this release year button again. And the movie is now sorted in descending order based on the release year of the movie. Then user can also see the details of each movie. So for that, a model pop-up like this will open where the user can see the details of the movie. If the user wants, he can also delete a movie. So when I click on this delete button, it will ask for the confirmation. Do you really want to delete movie and then the movie name? If I click on this OK button, that movie will be deleted. Then user can also create a movie by clicking on this create movie button. Here, the user has to provide a movie name, a description for the movie, a rating, release year, and he has to select the genre. So let's select comedy and drama. And when I click on this create movie button, you will see that a new movie called Mission Impossible has been added with the provided details which we entered in the create movie form. So these are the functionalities which we are going to add in this Cineflix project. And for implementing each of these functionalities, we are going to use some array methods or string methods. All right, now let me show you the project setup. So you can get the startup file for this project from the shared link in the description. The initial file for this project is we have an index.html file where we have written the HTML. We have style.css file where we have written some CSS style for designing the page and elements of this web page. Then we also have the script.js file. In the script.js file, you will see that first we are using this use strict because we want to use strict mode. And then here I have created a variable called description content. Here we have some lorem ipsum text and we have a movies array. And in this movies array, we have total 5 movie objects. Okay, these are the 5 movie objects. Each movie object has an ID. So we are going to use this ID. This ID should be unique for each movie object, and we are going to use this ID to select a movie, to display its details, or to delete a movie. Then each movie is going to have a name, rating, description, genre, which is an array, as you can see. It is going to have the banner image. I'm simply calling it as image, and this image is storing a URL. This is basically the path of the image. And each movie is also going to have a release year. Now, for the images, we also have this image folder inside which I'm storing some of the images. So here we do not have images for all the movies. We have images for few of the movies. And for those movies for which we do not have an image, for which it is an empty string, for that we are going to display this not found image. So it will look something like this. So for those images for which the image URL is empty, we will display this not found image. All right. So this is our movies array. Whichever movie we will have inside this movies array, we will render it in the UI and we will display it inside a card as I showed you in the demo. And whenever we are going to delete a movie, that movie will be deleted from this array. And whenever we are going to create a new movie, that movie will also get added to this array. So this is our main array, which is going to store all the movies which we are going to create. And whenever we are going to delete a movie, that movie will also get deleted from this movies array. All right, so we do not have anything else inside this script.js file. From the next lecture, we are going to start writing the functionality for this project. And the first thing which we are going to do is we are going to render all the movies which we have inside this movies array in the UI by displaying the details of the movie like the movie name, rating, description, etc. inside a card. So that we are going to do in our next lecture. Now let me also show you the HTML file. So let's open index.html, and in there if I expand the body section, first you will see we have main container inside this body. Okay, and inside this main container we have all other elements. So for example, here we have a header. In the header, first we are displaying the name of the application, which is Cineflix here, and then we are also showing this create movie button. So this create movie button is also present in the header. All right. So for each of these elements, we are also specifying some ID and some CSS classes. Then here you will see we also have a section called search filter container. If I expand that, you will see inside this we have this search text box and this search button. Okay. Then we also have this filter by genre section where we are displaying the radio buttons which we have here for filtering the movies by genre. Then we have other sections. So this is the movie list container where we are going to render all the movies from the movies array. Currently inside this we do not have anything. Here we have some commented code, and this commented code is basically to display the card. So if I uncomment this HTML here and if I save the changes, you will see that a card is being displayed for a movie object, and there all the values are hard coded. So this genre is hard coded, this release year is hard coded, then the name is hard coded, description is hard coded. Okay, so we are going to use this HTML to create the card, and we are going to create the card for each movie object dynamically from our JavaScript code. So I'll show you how we can do that in our next lecture. So let me go and let me comment it back. Okay, then we have another section called movie details container. So this section will be used for displaying the details of the movie. Again, here we have some commented code, and this commented code, it is for displaying a model pop-up. Okay, and here let me also remove this hidden CSS class. If I save the changes, a pop-up like this will be displayed where we are going to display the details of the movie. So that HTML will be used for creating this model pop-up for displaying the details of the movie. Let me go ahead and let me comment it back. Okay, so inside this div, we are going to render the details of the selected movie. So this is movie details section. And then we also have this create movie section. Currently it is also hidden. And inside this, we are creating a form. And in that form, we have the input elements, the text area, then we have input types as number, we have some checkboxes. So basically, this form is for creating a new movie object. If I remove this hidden CSS class from here, if I save the changes, you'll see that a form like this will be displayed from where user can create a new movie. So we don't want to show it always. We only want to show this model pop-up, this create movie form, whenever the create movie button is clicked. So that's why initially we are setting it as hidden. Let's save the changes. All right, so from the next lecture, let's start working on adding the functionality for this Cineflix project. This is all from this lecture. I'll see you in the next lecture.